the next level of this vegan lifestyle is really about the environment for me, and this is where my journey is heading into now, and really taking steps to live a life where my footprint is light and I'm doing as little as harm as possible to the environment, and I am paying attention to every detail in my life to see where I can make improvements. Now, I've also looked up stuff on the internet, and it's interesting. I've come across some sites that are very environmentally conscious, but there's this, what seems to be, with some environmentalists, not all, a blame of, blaming corporations and blaming government for the mess that we're in. And, sure, there's corrupt governments and there are greedy corporations that have done a lot of damage. But the reality is we're all a part of this. We've all done our share. And it's up to us individually to take responsibility and to take action on our part. And if everybody was to be responsible for their own actions, then corporations would have to change their behavior, and so would government. That's just the way it works. But yeah, and what I really found out, what I really discovered in recently and becoming more aware of my actions. For example, I've really made an improvement in my bathroom behavior, cutting down and using toilet paper. When I go pee, I don't have to flush the toilet every time. So I can go pee a number of times before I actually flush the toilet. Having a shower, cutting down on the amount of water I use to clean myself. Same with washing dishes. Using electricity when it's only necessary, like lights and all that stuff. And yeah, just being aware of every little detail in my life. And this also brought me into another awareness, was the power of non-action. I mean, we live in a day and age of actionism. We all feel like, and there's a lot of motivational speakers that feed right into that you've got to go out and make your mark in life, fulfill your potential, and it's all about action, about doing stuff. Maybe it's writing a book, it's starting a business, it's doing this, it's doing that, it's do. But how much of an impact is all our doing having on the environment? I think that's another area that we got to look at, and there is a place where we do nothing. And that may be the most powerful benefit to the planet, where we just slow it all down and we sit down and we do nothing. Non-action. It's powerful. I think the contemplatives and those who are into meditation understand this perfectly well. The power of sitting still and being in a place of non-action. That actually might be more successful in saving our planet than in all our activities. But anyhow, I would just like to end this video by sending out a sincere apology. I am sorry to my children, to my grandchildren. I'm sorry to all the younger generations for years of neglect and environmental harm that I have done myself personally and that my generation has done. I'm sorry. I mean, it wasn't like we were unaware of it, that we were in ignorance back in the 70s and 80s. There were environmentalists out there trying to warn people back then, but we disregarded them as tree-hugging fairies and left it at that, discredited them, and carried on in our own selfish ways. And I am guilty of that personally. And I'm sorry. And I'm sorry for the mess that I have left you. I can't change the past, but I can promise you this. From this point forward, I can change my behavior for now and into the future for the rest of my life. That I'm committed to living a life of doing no harm. I hope you accept my apology. Take care.